Hello. Uh, I'm looking pretty fly, aren't I? What? Kindergarten Prime just look a little fly. Is it the glasses? Yeah, it's totally the glasses. Uh, yeah, I got these randomly. Oh gosh, I'm not entirely sure. Are they from Ender Zoo or something else Ender? But anyhow, I got these off of random magic clover. But they look pretty good. I mean, they look like glasses. I mean, this looks pretty awesome, but the glasses look pretty fly, man. Anyhow, as I was gonna say, I have got a few things to show off before I head off into town. That's right, I have some business in my little town. A lot of it. I got things mostly prepped up, but one thing I'd like to show off is something I've been trying to achieve over here for a while. It is, in fact, an automatic Furby killing device. If they spawn anywhere within this area, as you can see by the grids, and even angled above it so they have nowhere to drop except onto it, they go onto these spiked plates, which I can walk over, but mobs, on the other hand, have technical issues. Basically, they will start taking damage, and if they're on top of a sanguinary pedestal from Evilcraft, then it will drain blood from them. I've got these fluid export pipes, or maybe it's, no, fluid extract pipe from Neotech. These are structure pipes, which do pretty much everything in Neotech. It's how it works. It's based on what you've got attached to block, saying what can actually go to or from it. But the structure pipes can do pretty much everything. So RF, energy, fluids, items, whatever. So hence, fluid piping. And this is an import pipe, or input pipe or something. I can recheck the name in a moment. I think it's fluid, what is it? Let me just check here. Let me see here at Neo. Well, that wasn't very specific. Okay, it's insert pipes and let me see, where is it? Is it structure pipes? Hello. Not the acceleration pipe, that's a different thing. Extract, yeah, it's extract and insert. But anyhow, Neotech has a pretty good piping system. I haven't seen it for like 1.10 yet, and I'm not even sure if it's in 1.9, but here in 1.8 it's working perfectly fine. So if you need a substitute for Buildcraft in 1.8 or so, then Neotech works out pretty well. But from Evilcraft, I also have this dark tank. And this is a particularly big one. It can hold over 400 buckets. That's a lot in a single block. And on top of that, if I so much as punch it, it will be intact and hold on to the fluid. However, there's a slight issue. You see, I also wanted to make sure to hold on to all the items, as you can see in these nice transparent crystal chests that show what's in them. The thing is, these dark matter pedestals from Project E have a special function if I have the black hole band in them. And this thing's important. I'll probably be showing this off a little later on. I'm not sure if in this episode or not. But if you have this in the pedestal, it will draw items towards it and put them into an adjacent inventory. So I can automatically extract any items that they drop, and I can automatically extract their blood directly into here. Now, as for how to make some of this stuff from Evilcraft, let me just quickly pop over to that. Well, actually, it's in the book. It's in the book. It's a good thing. I love guidebooks. Do I have? Yeah, I have one in here. Also, another thing from Evilcraft that I'm going to note later is there is something it didn't exactly say in the book. I'm going to show off. I'm not sure if this is really a secret, but it's something. Okay, let me see here. The spike plate. There are 3 of these spikes and a weighted pressure plate. Now, the spikes themselves are these dark gems in the iron ingot, and you get 16. So you can get a fair number of them, but I had to repeat this recipe over and over and over to get this, because this is a grid of about 24 or so of them. And there was a few other things I needed to get a hold of. See, nope, that way. Okay, now the dark tanks, I've shown them before, but the next thing, the thing that I got directly under these spiked plates, is something I haven't shown before, because I've basically been building up to something like this. Now, if I had like a spawner, I could just channel them all into one place and have them drop all on top of one of them. And I could have it even pump directly, because if the dark tank is directly below it, it will automatically fill, which is a pretty cool feature. And as it says in here, it also is automatically compatible with almost anything that has fluid piping. So that's definitely good. Now let me see here. Did I... No, that went past that. Let me see here. Second age. I don't think it's under tools. No. Ah, here it is, dark tank. But yeah, the dark tanks are very handy. I've shown those off before. But, let me see here. Where is... Oh, I think it's under advanced. It's under the advanced stuff, that's it. Okay, so let me see here. Nope. I think it was second age. This thing has it divided in an interesting way. Was it... Nope. Where did it... Aha, here we go. Extraction, that's where you get the extractor. I'm losing track of where this was in the actual book. It might be easier just to look it up in the NEI. I think this is going to be the last generation of NEI, because they've switched off to JEI now, so... well, it has similar features. Ah, sanguinary pedestal. This is what I was doing. Normally its purpose is that if a creature dies from fall damage, it'll create a pool of blood on the block, and you can extract that with a blood extractor, or you can use one of these sanguinary pedestals to auto-absorb it, and pull it into a tank. So that's basically what that has been doing. Now, the regular version of this takes 6 dark gems and a dark block, which is basically an entire block of dark gems. So that's 9 plus 6. That's 15 dark gems for one of these. Now, the improved version is the one I've actually used. And that takes some of these being power gems, which have to be infused, and of course a dark power gem block, which is a whole block of these. And on top of that, you need a sanguinary pedestal, so I needed a lot of dark gems to pull this off. It took some time, but in the end, I'd say the results were speaking for themselves, because now, every time a Furby tries coming into this area, they're automatically taken out, and, well, I make sure to get all the remains. So, I'm not wasting anything. They will still, however, show up in my nice little grassy knoll over here that I use for fishing. It's only the passive ones, though. They're a lot easier to shoot down. But, so it may not be as sporting, but hey, I'm anti-Furby right now. it helps. I mean, fight the AIs, man. As for over here, I have a few new names for my subwall. I have Kevin Jaeger. I think that's how it is, because Jaeger I know it's spelled Jaeger, but it's actually pronounced Jaeger. It's a Germanic term which means hunter. I know because I watched Pacific Rim. I also have Marnik Decamelli, I think. I'm not entirely sure. And Tanner Wheeler. That one seems a lot more pronounceable. I have an interesting demographic. I think I'm pretty international. Several Germans and Russians, I believe. At least I think David is. I think he's Russian. But anyhow, other things I found out with Evilcraft, as I was going to say, the thing I think's a bit of a secret, and that I'm going to work a little towards off camera. Well, actually, some of it I will do off camera because I need a trade for a very important item. But I found out these really do stack. So the more of them you have for a particular promise, the better it is. So I have made this machine very efficient and decently fast. Now, why I chose productivity over speed is a hopper can be supporting, but a hopper can only go so fast. Now, I could theoretically use item pipes and similar things, but even they only have a limiting speed, so I don't want to overrun the buffer. Also, you may notice it only has space for 4 items in here, so if I try using a spirit in my spirit machine, it can get overran if it's too fast, and I did not want that. So I wanted to make sure to balance that out. As for these, this one I've got fairly productive and very speedy. In fact, there's something I might do just to show how different it is now. And as you can see, I've been filling up because I have a really big blood extractor. It's got 5,000 out of 150,000 MB, so that's 150 buckets. That's nice. This one I don't have fully upgraded yet, and there's one more machine that I can use those things with that I may or may not be able to show off. I'm not entirely sure. I've kind of already done a lot of stuff with the regular version of an environmental accumulator, so I haven't really had to use the special version yet. I do have it ready to go. I've even got it portable, but I haven't had a situation to use it yet. I may reconsider. Uh, as you see, I have duplicated these over and over and over ever since I got my first one. Now, they are duplicatable, but not initially craftable. The way to do it is like this. You just surround one of them that's already been completed with quartz blocks. And the thing is, you get 3, but you use 1, so it's sort of an interesting ratio you get out of it. Now, the interesting thing also is if you have a blank one, you can click on it and you'll notice all these are in here, but they cannot be removed, as I was showing before, so they're not really duplicated per se, they're just aesthetic. So, until you put a sword into it, it's okay. But the thing is, you can put swords and weapons in. It's some things I've noticed don't fully count as swords, even though they are. Like, I was going to make it kind of like I've been doing here, and have a sword for each suit of armor that kind of matches its general level. And for dark matter and red matter armor from Project E, their swords don't count as swords, so I can't do that. They're also not enchantable, so I think that may be part of it as to why they're not registered. Oh well. Well, I'll get on to some business in town now. So, I'll be hopping out here. And it's raining, but I've got a song for that. Okay, now that I definitely have it, let me check my note here. I should be able to just simply get out of this particular storm. Let's see, Song of Storms. And by the way, I'm also experimenting with a pop filter. I was suggested about that, and now I'm definitely finally realizing what I needed. Did it just end right before I fully looked up my song? Oh well, I don't mind. I think it was 7 Attacker who told me about that. Thing is, I'd heard of them before, but I didn't know what they were called, so thank you very much. I totally needed that. Whee! This is whenever simply being immune to fall damage really helps. Okay. I'm jumping around my town. Okay, now is there... Oh, I've noticed I needed a little food. I'm one of those people that likes to be completely fed, rather than running on empty all the time. I don't know why people tend to do that. Seriously. I mean, if you're got an advantage with being in regenerate mode, why ever let it down? Let's see, are you in there? Aha, that's where he is. I want to do business with some of the investigators. Inspector Lulz, I know earlier you was mentioning that you wanted some extra skill orbs. I've got some for you. So if you don't mind, I think I'd like to take you up on that. So you got a couple of basic technique. And I have one extra of spin attack. Which one's... Nope. Nope. It's bluish. Slightly off color. There we go. That's those. Now I do have some other trades for some locals around here. I need to find Ominous Guy, who's very ominous. I don't know if I can really cure him of his ominous state, but at least I will try to let him be less ominous around me. Let's see, he's usually around here somewhere. I don't know why he wants this book, but I have heard that he wants it. Hey you, Ominous Guy. I don't know why you want this thing, but just remember, only one is needed for all of you. I'm not going to sell you multiple books. You can pass it around. So just saying, I'm not going to give you an entire library. Besides, I don't think you really want them. I'm just saying. I don't think he really knows what he's in for. Why does he even want the Book of the Crimson Rites? I don't know. The cult was reading that book. Are they reading up on the enemy? I don't know. I don't know everything the investigators are all about. I just know that they're definitely wandering around, and I will probably encounter them more than once. Now, as for this guy, I know him. Yep. And he walked out the door. But I snuck out right behind him. Yep. Ah! Door! Too many people with the same door. This is a Three Stooges routine, I just know it. Okay, let me see what you currently have here. I know you've changed your selection because he recently found out some of the souls I was giving him weren't quite the right ones. apparently, these Furbies simulated souls a little too well, so there wasn't the right kind. I may have to figure out what all that means later. See, I don't need dark blocks. Do I? No. Them? Okay. I got the wrong thing? You don't want Furby Notch? Okay. What, Mega Furby or Furby Villagers? I could see they're a bit rare, so that may be why. Okay, I understand. Okay, he wants Wise Souls, I think. Yeah, I definitely know what I'm talking about there, because I've dealt with some soul magic before, too, and I'm helping out with his research, because he wants to be able to do things with them a bit better. So, I think I need 4 of these? If I remember that ratio correctly, because I need to get a bit more of that crushed dark gems, and he's the one selling them to me. Okay, I am out. Well, I can make more, but I think he's finally hit his quota. I'm not sure. Sir, have you finally hit your quota? Because I think I'm about out of necessity. One of these days, I will find that darn zombie. Where does he come from? I may be able to use a scanning device. Yeah, I think I can. You know, I'm gonna go for it. Just need any log, I believe, any log at all. That's not a log. And I need some dirt. Yep, I just need some dirt. Why? Because for some odd reason, with better foliage, this makes an X-ray machine. I don't see a zombie directly under me, or do I? I see a treasure chest, but I don't see a zombie beating at it. Where's he coming from? Is he on the other side? Because he's usually in the middle. It's like a long-term zombie infestation. I don't get how that works. Okay. I'm gonna put my portable X-ray machine down here. Ooh, he just walked over. Are you there? Zombie? Zombie. I'm the zombie investigator. No, I can't find him. Oh well. Yeah, that's one way I can search for things whenever I need to. Okay, I think I'll be satisfied with my deals for now. Almost all the way. I just need one more. I just need one more piece of heart for that matter. It'll all come down to that. Because I already have 3 more pieces. So I know that I'm almost complete on that. And after that, I will have a few things to do. And then I should be able to basically just rock and roll. Because I will be heading towards an area that I know that there's a gnomish city. And that is where I will face the final enemy for this pack. I'll be facing Anaria. And she is said to be like super powerful. So I'm going to be really, really intensely loaded with that one. Because it's going to be a fight like I have never seen before. The thing is, David and Daggy, they came up with a really interesting fight dynamic that I've heard of. And I think they're the only ones who's ever really used it. And I want to see what that's like. And on top of that, I want it to be a first impressions thing. I want to just head in and go for it. I've done some testing otherwise, but I didn't actually technically fight her myself. So I know for a fact that trying to test her with a wither doesn't work because she just gets horribly slaughtered. But I haven't technically fought her yet. I haven't been able to see what it's like being player versus her. And at that point, oh, it's going to be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to use this sword. The thing is, I want to use a different sword. I want to use the Master Sword. And for that, oh, I almost forgot. I need to do that. I need to start upgrading my Master Sword. Whoops. Okay. I tried hurrying. Hurrying does not work with me. It's best to be thorough. Hey, over there. Oh wait, they'll definitely be indoors now. To light up or not to light up? I think I got a good radius. Whee! And going down. Going down. Carefully. There we go. I'm gonna be so glad whenever I finally get to some Elytra. They're just so much funner to fly. Guys, where's the blacksmith? I know he was around here somewhere. Do you mind? Blacksmith? Blacksmith? I need you, Mr. Blacksmith. Ah, there you are. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I found you. Whew. Are these things pieces of the master ore? It's interesting where you get them. Oh, I gotta do the other button. Okay. Forging a Destiny. That is a very dramatic sounding one. I like that achievement name. Ow. I'm getting all my upgrades from you. Aha! The tempered Master Sword. Reforged for finer edge. This thing does look cool. Not the most interesting sword model I've seen, but hey. It's better in the actual games. And for that matter, oh gosh. Oh, there's a guy on YouTube I saw who actually made a Master Sword for real. I mean, not a magical Master Sword, but you know, like it actually had like the full model and everything. I mean, it was cool. Oh, that guy does such great stuff. I haven't watched him in a while. Ah, really should. He's really cool. Yep, come on. Let me up. I just need to go back in. No big deal here. Now that I have my sword, I think my business in town is concluded, and I can start doing some interesting journeying. Heading out for the final battle. Not really that far, though. I actually found out one of those cities I need to go to is very close, so I will not be going very far. Now, I will have to do some other stuff off camera, because to do the next upgrade, instead of just going to one person and then having them do it, I will need to destroy 300 enemies and then go to a fairy pool. And at that point, I will have my sword ready for its next upgrade. But I might as well do that in a very particular spot, because I kind of need to make sure that that flame is ready, because I lost one of the two wind temples that I found, and the only one that I know for sure where it is the one whose flame is out. So I'm going to have to hang around in that area, get it relit, and possibly while I'm at it, do about 300 kills with the sword. Because that's what you got to do to power it up, is 300 hostiles taken out in exchange for basically clearing the land of evil. And then I will be able to truly wield the Master Sword. So, I'll probably be off for a while, and doing that. So this is Glitch Reaper. I guess I'll be signing off and doing a lot of sword swinging. So, hope to see you all later. Bye for now.